Long live the union, long live! Long live the union, long live! Yeah, comrades, it's been a routine that we have to fight and fight and fight for things to be done. And anybody who is tired of fighting should be ready to forgo everything, including the foods that you eat. You must be ready to fight and fight and fight so that you can protect the dignity that we got through fighting. Comrades, power. Yeah, comrades, I just want to start and say that it has been a routine now that we have to fight for our dignity. We have to fight for ourselves, that we have to come out and show resilience, commitment, and conviction that we shall not allow exploitation. We shall not allow slavery. We shall not allow at any time so that anybody, be it the government of the day today or the government of the future, to think or purport to think or to have any out of thoughts in their minds that they can wake up one day and say on the roadsides or in the state house or in the plane that they can reduce the wages that were negotiated. As a union, we were here last year in a series of demonstrations, and we were dramatizing and expressing to the government that the collective bargaining agreement that was signed in 2017 to 2021 is sacrosanct. And we as a union cannot engage in a collective bargaining agreement negotiation for only a section of our members. We cannot sit down to negotiate for interns when consultants are not being negotiated for. We cannot sit down to negotiate for pharmacists when the interns are out. We cannot sit down to negotiate for medical officers when we leave the interns out. If we are negotiating a collective bargaining agreement, it is done in entirety from the interns to the consultants. We must involve all the dentists and everybody else. And that's why, yes, last year we fought very hard. We had bloodsheds. We had tear gas canisters around. We had sweat. But at the end of the day, the threats of the government, the intimidation, and any doubts that they will not comply to CBA were kicked away. And the doctors currently interns who are in the facilities were paid as per the CBA. We have noticed a new trend where the new cohort, that is you, appear to maybe less aggressive or maybe less ready to be on the street. And there's a thought to reduce your wages back to 70,000 was for last year. This year they probably reduce it to 40,000. I'm saying 40,000 because they're claiming I'm saying 40,000 because last year they said they had less budget. This year they will say that Donald Trump has reduced the paper funding and therefore the only person to be sacrificed is the intern. They have said this and they'll say it. So I want to say that if last year's interns were able to demonstrate to be on strike and reject any useless letters, you must do it 10 times more. And if last year we strike for 56 days, this year we should be ready to go for more. That if we used to eat on the streets every week last year, we should do it twice this year. And so I am telling you, this is not an event, it's a process. We will not get solutions today, but we will still insist and continue with actions until we have the solution. Yesterday we were invited to an engagement in Karen at the Deputy President's residence. And we sat there and engaged with them. And they say they'll post interns in July. We told them that in posting of interns, it cannot go one way and say July. You must tell us, is there compliance with the collective bargaining agreement? Or are we going to be surprised with 40,000 or 20,000? And we explained clearly that we will negotiate and engage in the boardroom. We will do the same in the newsrooms like here now. We will do the same in the courtrooms. And we will continuously do it on the streets and when we withdraw services at home. For all the interns, the time to stand up for the profession is now. I can tell you that all the professors in the universities, that all the consultants in different hospitals across the country, that all the medical practitioners working in every hospital in this country, that the pharmacists and the dentists, I can tell you they support you. There is now you never to give up, because no doctor will give up. And the time for actions will be now. We should all be ready. The rallying call we have, that we will continue having, that all of us as doctors must be all ready to die if anybody dares to reduce even a cent of our wages. That the must be ready to kill everybody to reduce a cent of our wages. Doctors, in this protest today, we are also demonstrating and expressing our frustration with social health authority. The government has been giving us a lot of lip service, a lot of political rhetoric, a lot of talks and hopes that social health authority will work. While this is happening, we have doctors detained in Kenyatta hospitals because they can't pay their medical bills. We have a doctor in ICU at KNH. We have another doctor whose body has been detained in the same hospital. We have a doctor from Kiambu who has stage 4 lung cancer and has to use out of pocket to get services. And this continues everywhere and every day. It's a very sad situation. We keep on telling them that there is no way social health authority will be said to be working by the political leaders who have huge medical insurances when all the patients, including doctor patients, are saying it's all working. There's no way the hospitals will be saying that there's no way the politicians will say it's working when the hospital owners are saying it's not working. Something has to be done. Yes. Something has to be done, and it has to be done now. We were to go to this demonstration with some of our colleagues who have not come today because one of the PSs wrote a letter that every 7th of every month the government will be releasing money to social aid authority. But I want to tell you that as we speak today, over 30 counties have not remitted the remittance to social aid authority. Many ministries up to today have not remitted the same. And they are not doing so because there's no exchequer that has been released to them. So government deducts our medical allowance. Government deducts our statutory deduction. Government does not remit to itself, and the government their services. We are saying we can't allow that. And therefore our ask is that the Social Health Authority demand that the 9th of every month they remove workers from accessing services has to stop. And no amount of notices will stop this. So we are asking that there is no way workers will be going to the hospitals and not getting the care while they're being deducted faithfully. Government must sort itself out. That is also a reason for this protest today. But the main thing is that No doctor will allow bastardization of the CBA. No doctor will allow. No doctor. And we will have another. Doctor, this is just the beginning of protest. This is just the beginning of protest. We will have another protest in the next month. We will have a strike notice in May, actually on 9th of May, if these matters are not resolved, because we'll be having our annual delegate conference. So it's upon the government to resolve these matters. Otherwise, there'll be total withdrawal of services by doctors across the entire country. Because the internship issue is not a small issue. It is the biggest issue for any doctor, be it young and old, be it young or old. And therefore it must be sorted once and for all. Thank you. Comrades power! Comrades power! Comrades from here, we go. Comrades from here, we go to Social Aid Authority and put our petition. Then we go to the Ministry of Health and do a petition. Then we go to Parliament, drop our petition, and then tell Treasury to release the money and to be posted. So we go, we go, we go, we go, we go. We go. No power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what falls on us is weaker than the feeble strength of one. But the union makes us solidarity. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us
Wisdom. A wise man once said that no matter how tall a man is, no matter how tall a man is, comrades, the last leak will always be at his footsteps. the enemy we are dealing with. Comrades, we must correctly define the enemy we are dealing with. Comrades, they came for our legs. Comrades, we did not speak. Comrades, they went for our ankles. Comrades, we did not speak. Comrades, they came for our gastrocnemius. Comrades, we did not speak. Comrades, they dare touch our popliteal fossa. Comrades, we did not speak. Comrades, as if that was not enough, they touched the hamstring. Comrades, they came for the gluteus maximus and minimum. Comrades, they began moving anteriorly from the gluteus maximus. Comrades, they wait for our ginene. Comrades, we shall not allow. We shall not allow. Comrade Mwende.